I've returned to the customer data here, and we'll consider the situation where we want to separate the contact name into first name and last name in one column, last name in another. Generally, you would do this by perhaps inserting a new column and then type the last name in the new column and do this all the way down the column for every entry. Then you might edit this contact name column to remove the last name from each of these cells. If you are confident at writing macros, you could also write a macro to perform the task. But traditionally, this has been either a time-consuming or somewhat complex task to perform in Excel. All of this changed with Excel 2013 and the new Flash Fill tool. To use the Flash Fill tool, we'll first insert two columns, one for last name and one for first name. I'll select over these columns and click Insert. Then I'll click in the first cell and type Melissa. Excel expects to see a pattern, and it can pick up the pattern of what I'm doing from what I've done here. I'll click on the cell, click the Fill button here on the Home tab of the ribbon, and click Flash Fill. And Excel has seen the pattern to what I've typed, and it's extracted the first names all the way down this column. And it will do the same with the last names. I need to type the person's last name, Adams, press Enter, click on the cell, and then select Fill, Flash Fill. And again, Excel has seen the pattern and it's entered the last names all the way down that column. Before I leave this, I do need to check and make sure that there's nothing that hasn't worked correctly. There is one here. Sir Philip Carter is a three-word name, and Excel has done its best with the first name and the last name, but it hasn't been able to pick up Philip. So I'll click in this cell and add the word myself. And I would continue down and check that all of these were correct before I go ahead and delete this column. Let's go to this worksheet, and in this worksheet we want to do the exact opposite and stick two names together so that the cell contains James Smith, not two columns worth of name data. I'll select this cell and click Insert so I have a column in which to type my names, and I'll type James Smith and press Enter. Then go back and select the cell, and from the Fill drop-down list I'll select Flash Fill. And again, Excel has seen the pattern and stuck the names together. I would then go ahead and remove these two columns. Before we finish, let's have a look at a final example, and for this we'll return to our customer list. Here is a column of date data. It's the join date, and here I want to extract the year, so I'm going to start by typing 2010. And then I'll click on that cell and flash fill it. And unfortunately, Excel hasn't done a particularly good job of recognizing the data, so I'm going to go ahead and just start typing in the correct information, 2011, and then 2004, and 2005. And at that point, Excel has seen the pattern, and as soon as it's seen the pattern, it's gone ahead and done the flash fill for me. So if it doesn't work the first time, continue to type in, and Excel will eventually, with luck, recognize your pattern for you.